How much XRP do you need to get rich? I'm going to answer that question for you in today's film. All of my answers will be based on where you guys are in the world, since I can see that information from my YouTube data. Most likely you're from New Zealand, Australia, the United States, Canada, or the United Kingdom. If you're not from one of those places, you probably belong to a small group of people that make up less than 3% of my viewers as a whole. And if that's the case, guess what? The country you're in is not one of the world's richest. I'm going to show you some numbers today that will prove beyond a doubt that if you have at least this much XRP, you will be very rich. If that sounds interesting to you, click the like button and let's watch the movie. Before I go on, I want to talk about what it means to be rich, since it changes a lot from place to place. Now, if you live in a very wealthy country like the UK, the US, Canada, Australia, Germany, the Netherlands, or many of these others, the numbers are pretty much the same if you want to be in the top 1%. That's what I'm going to talk about in today's movie. How do you become a member of the top 1%? Also, how much XRP do you need to make that general income level? Let's talk about that, since the richest 1% of Canadians currently make about $512,000 a year. And in the US, the top 1% make at least $500,000. I also checked Australia, the UK, and most European countries, and they're all very close to that amount. That's what this is based on. And just to keep things simple, let's say they make $500,000. What amount of XRP do you need to be on the same page as these people? Because I'm lucky enough to have access to the top 1%'s average funds. I can see the average amount of money that the top 1% has that they can spend. Thoughts on XRP, its expected future value, and how much XRP you need to own to be in the top 1% of holders around the world. We're talking about the very rich after all. Yeah, you buy a Lamborghini every year because you have that much money. And here's the thing, many of you will be wrong about how much XRP you need to hold to be in the top 1%. You can be sure of this because I was pretty shocked when I looked at the numbers. There are about $18 million in income between a married couple living in the United States. This puts them in the 99th to 99th percentile, which is the top 1% of earners. If you want to be in the top 10%, you'll need to save around $4,400,000. That's a pretty big number. The numbers are much smaller in places like Europe that do have wealth taxes. Take these numbers with a grain of salt if you are in Europe, the UK, or anywhere else. These numbers are much lower in places like Australia and Canada. But this is what I found. I looked at the standards of all the European countries, Canada, Australia, and the United States, which are the 3 richest countries in the world. What I found was that the richest 1% of people usually have about $10 million in their homes. Now that we know all of that, we have a pretty good idea of how much money we need to save in XRP. We need to raise $10 million. Now that we know what we need to do to get into the top 1%, let's do it with our XRP. So here's what's going on with XRP right now. Try to buy $10 million worth of XRP. But let's be honest, no one watching this movie has $10 million lying around right now. You'll need a lot of XRP, right? 16.66 million XRP. In fact, the price range of 60 cents right now equals 10 million, right? So here's the deal with XRP, right? There is a good chance that the price will go up a lot in the future. So being in the top 1% of wealthy people in the world isn't quite as high as you think. You don't have to hold 16.6 million XRP to be in the top 1%. If you buy XRP today for 60 cents and it goes up in value to say $10 over the next 5 to 10 years, you'll need to hold a lot less XRP. So much less, in fact, that I think most of you won't believe it until I show you the numbers. Let me show you exactly how much XRP you need to keep if it goes to $10, $100, and any other price in between, all while making an annual yield on it. Yeah, you don't need to hold 16 million XRP if you do everything right here. In fact, it's not even close to that much. First, I'm going to show you what will happen if the price of XRP goes up about 20 times from now to just above $10 per coin. For example, let's say you want to buy 100,000 XRP. The usual price for each coin at that time would be about 50 cents. Okay, great, right? Over a long period of time, you put $50,000 worth of XRP. This time we want to get that number to 10 million. Multiply that number by 20. Okay, you're already 10% of the way there. If the price of XRP hits $10 and you're getting it for an average of 50 cents, which is really easy to do right now, you can exchange XRP worth $50,000 or 100,000 XRP into $1 to $1 million if it does reach $10, that being said. If that XRP price goes up to $100, guess what? Now that you're in the top 1%, you know that the $50,000 you put into XRP will have grown into $10 million. So the goal is to have $50,000 invested in XRP at an average price of 50 to 60 cents, and then you want to see that value go up. But here's the thing, you can turn this money into a lot more than just $10 million. As I said before, you could also be earning a passive yield on this XRP through the XRP3 ledger in the meantime. This means that if it takes 10 years for your $50,000 worth of XRP to go up to $100 per coin, which will then net you $10 million, guess what? For the same amount of time, you've been making 10% yearly interest, right? And well, let's say that in 10 years, XRP does in fact reach $100 per coin. That gives you a 10% return every year. That means that the XRP you own makes you $1 million a year. And of course, the growth that comes from adding all of this up is going to be big. If you make $1 million a year, you'll have $11 million in XRP next year, or $12, 13, 14, or 15, or 15 million. And if XRP goes up in value at the same time, it must have a huge snowball effect, right? Also, XRP doesn't have to reach $10,000 per coin. We'll be over the moon happy if it does reach that level, but the truth is that if XRP just hits $100 per coin, $50,000 will turn into $10 million. And there's a good chance that it will happen if we keep going on this path. That being said, you can get to that 10 million top 1% spot a lot faster if you keep investing and get more than $50,000 worth of XRP in there. Great news, since we were talking about yearly income, you'll also be in the top 1% of earners. This is because if you use the XRP system and stake to earn 10% AP and have a net worth of $10 million, you're making $1 million a year, as I showed you. That's more than twice the average income of the richest 1% of households, right? So that is completely crazy. If XRP goes up, you could make a huge amount of money that would change your life. You can also earn idly on that XRP. And guess what? You're making more than twice as much as the top 1% just by betting. You don't even need a job. That's crazy. If you're not using staking on XRP right now, you should get smart and start doing it right away. Also, listen up, there's no better time than now to start buying XRP and reach your 10,000 unit goal. I mean, I think this is a great deal at these prices. I do believe that we will be able to beat in the next bull period, even this one. $10 per coin and getting very close to the $100 per coin price goal in the next cycle. So I think you guys would be crazy not to take advantage of this and start buying as much XRP as you can every single day in anticipation of the kind of crazy price action you can get. There's no better place to do that than Margex. So if you're going to buy XRP, trade XRP, just building up, make sure you sign up for Margex using my link below. And guess what? You can buy XRP and trade it using futures on Margex for free. You'll get more XRP if you do that. Because I have such a great relationship with them, you'll reach your goal even faster. But you will only get that extra XRP if you use my link. That's what you should do. Open some futures options when you sign up and you'll get some free XRP. Let's work together to reach our goals. You want to reach 100,000 XRP as your new goal. You might be in the top 1% of wealthy people if you do that. We all seem to want to be there. Let's work together to reach that goal. If you like the video, please like and follow. See you next time. Goodbye.